My boss illegally fired me during pregnancy, so I made him pay salaries to the government forever. My boss, Nick, hated anyone earning their full benefits. Sarah from accounting took her vacation days, and suddenly her keycard stopped working due to system errors. James used his paternity leave and returned to find his desk moved to the basement storage room, made his life miserable until he quit. Then Jen, who'd been there forever, tried to use her health insurance for therapy. She was laid off for restructuring within a month. I earned $75,000 as senior developer at Nick's tech startup, and he treated me like a parasite. The man started losing my timesheets and demanding I redo completed projects. When I complained about the missing hours, he'd show fake system logs and blame IT glitches. The performance reviews became weekly humiliation sessions where he documented typos like criminal evidence. Everything changed the day after my pregnancy announcement. A termination notice appeared in my inbox claiming performance issues required immediate dismissal. My husband Victor offered to support us, but we just bought our house. The mortgage payments meant I needed to keep working through the pregnancy. Nick escalated his tactics once he knew about the baby. He refused to approve my remote work requests and scheduled mandatory meetings during my prenatal appointments. The man assigned impossible deadlines during my morning sickness and wrote me up when I couldn't deliver. Team leads arrived at my desk hourly to check productivity, despite my work exceeding all metrics. Another developer told me Nick said, once the pregnant one is gone, we can finally hire someone committed. That Tuesday's appointment revealed complications requiring bed rest. Victor drove me to work where I found a termination letter on my desk. My keycard had been deactivated. My access scraped uselessly against readers that flashed red. My personal items filled boxes in the lobby. Mom's photo sat on top with the frame cracked on dirty tile. Nick stood there with two HR representatives watching me struggle to stay standing. This is for the team's benefit. A high-stress environment isn't suitable for someone in your condition. I lowered myself onto the lobby bench while Victor shouted about lawsuits. Nick's hiring requisition stuck out of the HR folder showing my position already posted. All those performance complaints suddenly made sense. Victor begged me to go home and rest. I looked at Nick and felt my exhaustion transform into determination. I'm not going anywhere. This is my career. Victor's sister Amy worked at the labor board and immediately spotted Nick's illegal termination. Firing someone for pregnancy violated federal law with automatic penalties. Our state had triple damages for discrimination cases. Amy helped document everything while security watched. We photographed my belongings in boxes and kept the termination letter. The security footage confirmed I was escorted out within an hour. I spent the next week calling former employees. Sarah told me he'd delete my approved time off requests, then write me up for absence. Said it was system errors, but it happened every time. James had similar stories. Jen too. Each person thought they'd been alone until I connected them. The strategy crystallized as I studied employment law between doctor visits. Nick counted on pregnant women lacking energy to fight and young parents not knowing their rights. I would use his assumptions against him. The discrimination lawsuit moved through federal court within weeks. The judge ordered Nick to reinstate me immediately and pay triple damages. I then filed 7 years of wage theft claims listing every lost timesheet I documented. The Labor Department arrived with forensic accountants and found systematic violations. Overtime never paid to dozens of employees. Benefits mysteriously disappearing from accounts. The EEOC investigation expanded rapidly. Nick had fired 4 other pregnant employees and 3 new fathers using similar tactics. Each victim came forward with documentation after learning about my case. Nick panicked when the first $200,000 fine arrived. He called offering equity and promotion if I dropped everything. I recorded the call and added it to my evidence file. He then tried claiming I'd stolen code. The forensic audit proved he'd stolen from open source projects instead. His investors started pulling out after seeing federal investigation reports. One venture capitalist reported him for falsifying user metrics. The SEC opened their own investigation finding years of fraudulent reporting. His company crumbled faster than my morning sickness ever had. Other startups he'd invested in faced similar lawsuits as employees organized and shared information. Banks froze accounts after seeing the federal charges multiply. The man who'd terrorized hundreds was reduced to begging employees he'd abused. I'm still here 3 years later with my toddler in the office daycare. Nick can't start another company. No investor will fund him. Former employees started competing companies after winning lawsuits. He works at a gas station paying settlements while ranting about cancel culture. My corner office overlooks where he made me stand during fake performance reviews. Working here was the perfect revenge.